Hey, what's up? It's Jim, and I just got back from the new film Attack the Block. An alien who crash lands on Earth near a English project, basically, and these group of troublemaking muggers from that project find it and kill it, and then tons of more aliens come to attack them, and they have to defend themselves in their projects and defend the projects as well. This is very much a genre film in the way Assault on Precinct 13 is. A lot like the early work of John Carpenter was, and that's really the fun of this movie. Joe Cornish is more interested in the genre than really like having famous actors or anything. Like, you need unknowns for this kind of a movie. John Boyega, who plays Moses, the character of Moses who kind of leads this group of kids on this adventure. I really liked his character and how he grows, and at the beginning I didn't have much of a connection with him, but by the end I have this strong connection with him. This reminds me of The Warriors also, and the way in Assault on Precinct 13 they're both kind of like the format of a Western but contemporized. It's very much a B movie. It reminds me of kind of 80s or I guess late 80s, early 90s New Line kind of movies, you know. The score of this film, which is by the Basement Jacks and a guy who worked on the score of The Lord of the Rings, or helped on the score of The Lord of the Rings, I'm not sure, but it's mainly the Basement Jacks, making this very specific to London because it's like British hip-hop. It was a very good score, and it set the contemporary feel. It was really like, the score in this film was really perfect. Some of this film reminds me of Ghostbusters. It reminds me of the Ninja Turtles, the first Ninja Turtles movie. It just has this kind of B quality, and not just a B quality in the sense of like old B movies, like newer B movies, like 80s and 90s B movies. I also think it's a great sci-fi movie. I mean, this is the first movie of the year where I don't see the monsters and I'm like, oh, that's what you've been hiding from me. And I never saw the monsters in any of the ads, really. I guess I forgot them, to be honest. But then when I saw the movie, I really liked the monsters. They're just these like big black furry things, and the only thing that glows is their teeth. And it's just like such a simple design, but such a great simple design. I never see simple design like that anymore. And it's kind of a little annoying because everybody overcomplicates things, and this is like the exact opposite direction. This was a really smart first feature because it's not overly complicated, it's kind of simple, but it's just so well made. For such a simple little movie. The best things you like about genre filmmaking, I think, is that a well-made genre film. People don't just like genre filmmaking for the sake of it. I mean, maybe some people do, and some of the time that might be okay, but a really well-made genre film, that's the kind of stuff Spielberg and Carpenter and, you know, Ridley Scott did back in the late 70s, and like this really reminds me of that. If you're into sci-fi, this is like the must-see. This is one of the best science fiction films I've seen this year. I'm kind of a little surprised how much I liked it, but this movie just captures that kind of that feel of the 70s and the 80s and like B cinema from New Line, but it contemporizes it for 2011. It's not just like fetishizing a certain genre of film. It knows how to make a genre film for today. So if you have seen Attack the Block and you would like to talk about it, then comment below in the comments, and subscribe if you would like to.